It's a new year.
It's a new year.
Let's go.
Let's go. Guys, welcome back. First episode of 2023. We may or not be recording this in 2022. But
yeah. Hello to the people in the future.
Wow.
I know.
That's blowing my mind right now. And it shouldn't be
I
because
know.
that's normal. But
we're wearing the same clothes as we did last podcast.
It's just peak Riley right here.
hello, future people. All right, guys. So our first episode of the new year, we're going to focus on Instagram because, man,
there's a lot going on.
So much going on, and they're constantly changing their algorithms. How do you keep up?
I mean, some people, they're changing them so much and it doesn't make sense. So some people don't keep up and they jump ship to TikTok, which makes sense. That's where everybody is right now. But Facebook owns Instagram. It's not going anywhere.
Right.
They just need to find their niche.
Yeah. And there's still so many people on Instagram too. Like it's still ridiculous. There's people everywhere. Did you know that? All right, anyways.
How many people are here? Speaking of people, hold on. Sorry. Speaking of people, did you see all the people in the streets of Argentina?
I did not, but congratulations to Argentina because and Messi because he totally deserved it.
No, speaking of 4 million people in the streets of Argentina, they shut down the interstates.
I mean,
and any of them could be your customer.
Probably
should have been out there selling.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, no, but back on topic. Thank you, Riley. That was in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but like that's all right.
The World Cup ended weeks ago.
I know. I guess.
Yeah, right.
Riley has been scrolling for that information.
He really has, yeah. All right, so we're going to talk about 5 things that you can now do or things that have changed on the Instagram algorithm that are either, kind of cool, maybe kind of weird, but either way, they're going to help you hopefully get a little bit more interaction, a little bit more views, a little bit more follows, or a lot. It'd be great. Yeah. There's a lot.
Hopefully.
Right? All right. So number 1, if you have a creator account, you can actually now schedule your posts. Now Instagram's never done this.
No, It's really new.
Yeah. And I don't know how long people have been asking, like, hey, can we schedule our posts? It would make our life so much easier. And Instagram's like,
no.
Middle finger,
Yeah,
so.
and they gave it to Facebook, which is connected to it. Everybody's like, if I can do it on here, why can't I do it on there?
Yes.
And it's convenient, it's needed because they did basically come out and say that third-party posters were getting throttled, and that the whole purpose of having a third-party poster was to make your posting easier.
Yep.
And if it limited your reach, what's the purpose of it?
Yeah. It's lost its whole point. Yeah. It's like, well, now we should just hire someone to post, and pay them the money that we're paying this company that is auto posting. Right.
Yep.
But yeah, so now on Instagram, as long as you have a creator account, I'm hoping that they will roll it out to business accounts.
I think it'd be really smart if they did, or they just rolled it out to every personal account.
Yeah, because I mean, I would actually probably be better at posting for myself if I could be like, oh, I'm gonna post like once a week for the next 4 weeks, and here they are.
Yeah.
But no,
I think they would have more people on the platform if they had stuff that was integrated in the creator aspect and the business aspect. If they put that in the normal.
And I understand why, because obviously this is a testing phase. So it's like, okay, let's give it to a portion that we know are active instead of everybody and then having bugs all over the place. But
not bad bugs.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I
Riley.
hope not.
Okay, number 2, all video posts are now Reels. No matter what, they got rid of Instagram TV, and
thank God.
Yeah, it didn't work.
No.
You just can't beat YouTube right now.
IGTV.
No.
So every video is a reel, which actually, in my opinion, is better.
Yeah, because you have to sit there and
Well, but even then, even if you still do, if you post a normal, 9 by or 16 by 9 video, you can still turn it sideways and watch it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is that reels just have so much better reach. With how Instagram has rolled out reels and their algorithms that they put behind it is, I mean, you can easily have only a couple hundred followers, but get thousands of people to watch your video.
Yeah. And if you're a business and you're still shooting your video horizontally, there's nothing wrong with that. But we suggest shooting reels
to vertical.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Which actually, this is a bonus tip. Instagram will be rolling out vertical photos.
Yeah, they're doing 9 by 16.
Yeah.
They're going to be pushing those really hard.
I'm really excited for that because it is so I would ideally like Instagram, pretty much any social media. Just like when you scroll, it snaps to the next one, so you don't have that chance of it like kind of half there, not. It's just like if it's a photo and it only fits in this much, I just want it to snap to it, and then I can just click to read comments and stuff.
Well, here's the thing: is sometimes my bottom half looks better than my top half, so it may be better if somebody overscrolls. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Don't look at this part. Don't look at this part.
Right.
But to add to that, another thing that is really nice about everything just being real is Instagram is trying to be everything, and it wasn't great at anything really. Mm-hmm. It's a good platform. There's a lot of people there, but the algorithm is really holding it back. And like you'll have videos like, okay, I had a video that reached 20,000 people, but I only got 2 comments and no new followers from it.
Yeah.
And people are looking at this like, so was my content good enough to watch, but not good enough to be like, hey, I'd like to see more from that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's what people are really hoping they dial in. And that's why they're like leaving for TikTok. But TikTok does one thing really, really good: short form. There's no socializing on it. It's just purely video.
Yeah.
If you want long form, horizontal, go to YouTube. They're not trying to step on YouTube's toes. They're like vertical, short form, pretty much 3-minute top is what most people are posting there. You can post 10 minutes, but
Yeah.
I don't see anything. I've never seen a 10-minute video on TikTok.
Right.
They have it. I don't know why. I skip through them. I get bored.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
It's
I mean,
too
Yeah.
boring.
And then speaking of which, Instagram has limited their videos to 15 minutes, which we found out the hard way.
Yeah.
We didn't
Yeah.
even see a post about that. I don't even
Yeah.
know.
I don't even think there was anything on it.
There weren't very many people who
Yeah.
actually realized that until you tried to post a video over 15 minutes, and then you're like, wait, why is my video 15 minutes? So if you are watching this on Instagram, please check out our YouTube to watch the full video, and like and subscribe. Obviously,
Yeah.
right? Like why go there and not?
we need validation.
God bless us.
You're not wrong. Okay, so the number 3, Instagram has introduced this new thing called topics. Riley, can you please talk about the topics?
Yeah. So now you're putting me on a spot. So
Yep.
I gotta love it. So your topics. So hold on. I actually have to go and like see it virtually.
Yeah.
To
So-
explain it.
So it's
because
like
if I don't explain it correctly,
No,
people are
it's
gonna
okay.
get
So
like confused.
Go find it. I'll talk about it for a second.
Yeah.
So topics are going to be a new way of people to find people finding your contact. So it's similar to hashtags in a way, but it's still very different. And hashtags are still there. You should still use hashtags, but topics are going to be a little bit more
in depth.
and valuable for people to find you, and you can kind of niche down. So if people are looking for something specific, they can find you in that.
Yeah.
It's a good categorizing it.
Yeah.
Because it gives you. Hold on, I'm pulling it back up.
Basically, like what it really does is you don't have to worry about like, okay, what hash do I need? If I'm like doing hiking videos, do I need Southern Illinois hiking in Southern Illinois? Like there's an endless amount of hashtags you can make with those combinations of words. Now you can just have outdoor, hiking,
Yeah.
or information.
Sports.
And then if people are like following a lot of those types of accounts, then your content is going to be pushed into those viewers. It's actually easier on the algorithm for people to see content that they may like, and that the viewers that you actually want who may interact with.
Yeah. So
with
what
your
people
content.
were sorry.
No,
So
you're good.
what people were doing, they were just like, oh, okay, yeah, these hashtags pertain to this content, but it's not performing really well. Why is that? It's because the algorithm is getting tricked. You have all these hashtags, water, iPhone, blah 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 blah, and they're throwing it in there, but it's getting confused. It doesn't know which one. So if you go in your topics and pick, let's just say, so for one of our clients,
You can only pick 3, right?
yeah. So you can only pick 3. So one of our clients, OPB, we do landscaping, home and gardening, and I think it's sheds or something. I can't remember off the top of my head. And that's gonna perform the content way better than the hashtags. But you're still wanting to using the hashtags.
It's kind of like just like a subcategory. It's like, okay,
Yes.
we're in these 3 things, but like we're mostly on the building. You can use it in these things, but we need these right there to kind of help file it a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing that it will kind of force you to do is this will only get better with time as you increasingly use these specific topics so that it kind of is like, hey, be consistent with your posting. So you can post once a week and you're still going to get the same results. But if you're posting in a timely manner, then it's like, okay, it's always these ones. Let's push them into these. So your videos are going to go into those topics, and it's not going to be like a guess and check with the hashtags that you may be behind, even though you think you are ahead with that information. You might still be behind in how hashtags are being used.
And like if even someone's looking up home gardening, like I had mentioned earlier, your ad or your building might pop up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
in that category, and which is really, really good to see.
Yeah, because if someone's looking for it, then they want to see it. Right?
Yep,
exactly.
And then that could turn into a customer.
Really good.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Sale for you.
Sale for you. with the four.
Right in the middle.
All right, and then this has been around for a bit, but grid pinning, and like you can kind of choose how your grid looks when people go to your homepage on Instagram, which I don't think it's called a homepage. What is it called?
I think it's just your feed.
Your feed, your feed. I think this is really smart to do on Instagram side, because if you're running an ad for a few days or a month or whatever, you want to pin that on the top of your on top of your feed, or like if it's a really good video, really good photo or whatever, make sure you pin that as on top of your feed as your business.
Yeah. See, for me, there's two things that are big for businesses. Is you can use it if you're running like a contest. So like if you're
giveaway.
Giveaway, and you're trying to get people to constantly be following and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you pin it to the top so people can easily find it. And then two, if you're running like a sale for like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
And then you can constantly post. You can constantly grab that post, throw it on your story. But anytime people come to your page, it's like, oh, it's right there. Yep. Hey, they're having this sale or this contest or something like that, and it's perfect because it's so easy to find. And then you can unpin it or delete it whenever you want. Yeah,
it's really good.
Another thing that people on TikTok have been using that, and you can very easily do this on Instagram too. Some people post their best performing video, and some people are like, hey, that's like cool and everything, but what does this video have to offer to me? And some people are like, you should have one video introducing yourself. What do you do? Why should people go with you?
That's good.
Just an introduction. Yeah. Another for your reel, just to kind of like showcase your different things that you can offer, bring to the table. And then a third one, like promotional stuff, package, like something that can go through, like if it's a business, like kind of help see if like you are the right choice for somebody to go with.
Yeah, that's good.
So it's just like kind of like a formal way to keep an introduction of who you are, what you do, and why they should go with you.
Yeah.
Like a good example off this, if you're a wedding photographer, hi, I'm so-and-so, I do weddings. Yeah. I like to specifically focus on elopements. And then like we have another one where it's just like a reel of all their stuff they do. What do they get with these? These are just some of the packages. And then another one, like, let's talk about like what I can do for you and like how far, like in depth. And then after that, they have an idea, and it's kind of like closer to an introduction. It's not going to be an awkward phone call or something if you get on there to make the sale.
Yeah.
So that right there. Then also you can put stuff in there to see if people paid attention, like, hey, on the call and everything, tell me about this. And it's like goes back to the blue M&M thing. Like people say, like, I don't like blue M&Ms. It's just like, it's not that they don't like them. They just want to know you're reading the contract.
Yeah,
Ooh,
for sure.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a very, very powerful way to pin your videos.
Yeah. That's genius. I'm gonna have to do that now.
I once they released it, I went through my feed and I was like, I want to pin like the most my best stuff I've had. Mm-hmm. And as a business, I think you should do that.
Yeah, 100%.
It's going to reach more people at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or if anybody just, again, if it's somebody, the first thing they're going to see on your page besides your description and your main stuff, right, is like those first 2 or 3 pinned posts, you know?
It's going to be an eye catcher.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, last one, number 5, is, and this is really interesting, and this kind of goes back to our last episode of 2022, is virtual replies on Reels.
So cool.
Which is really interesting, is basically people can reply to your reel and then you can repost that, correct? With the reply on it.
Yeah. So correct? you can, let's say you're doing a recipe or something, and they're like, how do I do this? You could just make a video, throw that comment on top of that video and repost it. And I think that's more engaging than just DMing them, hey, this is how you do it.
Yeah. Well, it goes back to what we were talking about in the last episode, which is like consumer-based marketing. Is like, hey, the consumer literally just told you how great it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Off of your reel, and then you just repost that, and it's like, that's like real-time review. You know what I mean?
That's so cool.
Yeah.
No, it's so helpful. And it's one of those things where it's already being done on other platforms and it's really effective. So I think that's a plus for Instagram to go forward because it needs to be engaging.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that hasn't been. Everything's kind of convoluted. It's like one of those things where it's just been, I mean, this is like a video game term when something's been power crept. It's like, oh, hey, they do this, but so-and-so does this, and they actually do it better. So it's like, why would you go to do this?
Yeah.
So I honestly, one of my biggest things right now is just seeing what's going to happen with Instagram competing with TikTok because it's not going anywhere. Neither is TikTok.
Neither of them are going.
So yeah, it's just going to turn into like kind of like how Facebook was too static.
Yep.
And everybody moved to Instagram, and it was like, hey, it's like Facebook, but it's just pictures.
Yeah.
And then they added video, and then that did really well. And then TikTok's like, hey,
Straight video.
yeah, let's just do video. Like
Straight video.
photos are cool and everything, but videos were everything. Everybody has a good camera on their phone and everything, so you can do it straight with that, which is, I mean, that's a whole nother video about people just using their smartphones and doing really well on TikTok.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
I have a bonus tip.
Yeah, go.
So bonus tip of the day. If you're like a brand or something like that, an ad, start running Instagram stories, throwing your videos on Instagram stories, because your stories are going to reach more people than having it in the feed sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because of the algorithm. You know, people aren't seeing organic content as much on Instagram. Like your followers aren't necessarily going to see your video every time you post.
They will see your story.
But yeah, people who swipe through stories, they're always going to see it.
Always. Like I've noticed that like I shared a video from Gary Vee the other day, and there's like 2 people who are verified that follow him that clicked on that video, but it was on my story. So I was like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But it's just really cool to see that like the stories can reach more people than the feed.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. Totally. That's a good bonus tip.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
good job, buddy.
Yeah, that's great. All right, if you guys want to hear more about Instagram or TikTok tips. Ooh, TikTok tips. That should be a podcast in itself.
TikTok tips.
Somebody please do that.
Yeah.
TikTok
That's
tips.
incredible.
And like credit us with the title.
If not, we're coming after you.
Or just me, but no, I'm kidding. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys had a great new year, and hopefully you're not hungover too bad. Well, that response, we didn't even plan that. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Please go follow, like, subscribe, all the things. Not all the things, because you'd be subscribing to like millions of channels.
Yeah.
That would be
Just
obnoxious. And
You
yes.
just said, yeah.
Yeah. Just our personal channels and the MarketAbilities and Growing Media. Okay, thanks. Bye.
I was going to say something, but okay.
No, you can still say something.
Oh, well.
I haven't cut it yet.
Okay, good. If you're a business or an influencer or anybody, and if you've implicated anything that we said today, let us know below. Okay, love you. Bye.